Hey Providence, it's Pastor Court, and I just wanted to take a moment to discuss a few things with you regarding our build initiative. At the beginning of this month, we had a breakfast for a building vision breakfast that we called it. Got together with I think around 50 of our members, and Matt Duggan, one of the members of our church, was able to kind of guide us through some exercises, and we had map pencils, colors on the tables, just kind of talking about, dreaming a little bit about what our church building might look like. And so it was a really successful time. Our goal through this breakfast was to try and get feedback from our congregation, from you guys, and to hear what we together collectively want to prioritize as we get ready to start interviewing and developing a partnership with architecture firms and engineering firms. And so like I said, there was only around 50 of our members. We have 200 covenant members currently. And so we wanted to not only recap what happened at the breakfast, but also we wanted to invite you into that if you didn't have a chance to actually attend the breakfast. And the way that we wanted to invite you in was attached to this email, you're going to see a survey. And what we did is try to take the content of our breakfast and develop a survey that allows for the rest of our congregation that maybe wasn't able to be there to kind of give their feedback on what are the priorities of the new building, what are some things that you really desire and hope that God would do as we begin to build. And so we would love it if you would take a moment, click on the survey. Hopefully it'll take you, no more than 5 to 10 minutes to get through the whole thing. But give us some feedback so that we can kind of collect that data and see where everyone's at. Number 3, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on our giving. And so if you have been to our Sunday mornings, I think a couple of times I've had a chance to announce to our congregation on Sunday morning, we had some just amazing movement with generosity regarding our aim to pay off our property in order to get our loan for our facility. And one of the biggest announcements was that we had 2 member couples at Providence, didn't speak with one another, but committed $100,000 each of matching funds, meaning that they would commit $100,000 as long as the congregation matches $100,000. And so that totals to, obviously mathematician here, $200,000. And we're hoping to raise $200,000 in order to get us to the $400,000 mark, which with what we've raised so far with our one fund would put us over the mark in order to pay off our property. And so just wanted to put that in front of you. If you hadn't heard that before, I wanted to say, let's be grateful to God. Let's thank the Lord. It's the Lord who provides, the Lord who is accomplishing this through the generosity of his people. And then number 2, I want to implore you, let's spend time in prayer and ask, how can we be a part of that? How can we play our part well as a congregation? And so in the email, you're going to see some numbers that we're putting together to kind of give you a feel for, well, if we were to, try to meet that number, how much is that going to be for each member? And so you'll see some of those numbers. Our goal is to, and this is a lofty goal, but we really believe that we can do it. Our goal is to try and pay this off by the end of August. And so, so we're looking to raise some funds. We're looking to really sacrifice together. A few ideas that we had. One would be maybe it's getting together with your family or your home group and saying, what is it that we're going to forego this summer, small or big, in order to reallocate those funds for the sake of the facility. It could be something as small as, I'm a big Starbucks drinker, 2 or 3 cups a week. That ends up being between $50 to $100 a month. I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to give that towards the facility. It could be something bigger than that. Maybe it's date nights, maybe it's eating out. I don't know what it is, but maybe praying with your family, praying with your home group about that. Another thing might be sitting down with your kids and talking about, like parable of the talents. Hey, we're going to set aside $100, but we want to take that $100 and we want to multiply it into something greater and then give that unto the Lord. We're going to take $100, buy all the ingredients for a bunch of cookies and sell them to our family and friends and see what we can get and give that. So there's a lot of ideas. I just want to throw that out there. But the main thing is that we are submitting ourselves to the Spirit's lead, humbling ourselves before the mighty hand of God and saying, it's Lord, it's you who's going to do this. We just want to play our part well. And so I want to call every member of our congregation to that, both great and small, the widow's mite or the great givers that we've seen. And we have already seen people come on board and pledge large amounts of sacrificial generosity towards these matching funds, and so we're really excited about it. So lastly, just a couple next steps, and then you guys can read through the email. Please do. We try to chock it full of as much information as we could without making it too arduous to read through. But the next steps are, number one, take this survey. So take 5 or 10 minutes, take the survey, give us some feedback. Number two, pray with your family, pray with your home group about generosity and trying to meet this goal. Pray that the Lord would meet these needs. And then number three, just information for you. Some of the things that you need to hear is that we're not just waiting on the finances to come in before we do anything behind the scenes. We're currently getting a topographical survey on the property so that we can get a site plan. We are, currently trying to get the information from you back so that we can develop some priorities, so that we can start interviewing for architects, engineers, just firms that we can partner with. So the wheels are turning behind the scenes, Providence. We're excited about it. I want to say thank you so much for watching the video and also for reading through this email and taking some time. And we'll see you on Sunday or at home group. In the meantime, love God, love people. Love you guys. Bye.
Look and see our God.